This is the new DJI Mic 2, the successor to the popular DJI Mic set, and everything across the board is an upgrade. Starting with the charging and carrying cases, no more drawstring bag like we saw last generation. Now we have a compact zip case that holds the charging case and accessories all in one place. And even though the Mic 1s were well built, the Mic 2 is even better. There's a push to unlock button on the front that'll help prevent it from accidentally opening up. Inside are two newly designed transmitters and one receiver. Starting with the small compact transmitters, we have a new translucent look. 3.5mm jack up top where you can plug in something like the new DJI Lav mic, which we'll test out in a little bit. On the left side, there's a USB-C input and a record button to stop and start internal recording. And yes, these mics have 32 gigabytes of internal storage and have the ability to capture audio in 32-bit float. Just want to take a moment out to thank DJI for releasing this microphone set at the coldest time of the year here on the East Coast. Two of my favorite things in the world are numb fingers and runny noses down my face while I'm on camera for the whole world to see. It's the best. Oh, solid ice. Solid ice. All right, right here, we're at 80 feet. Oh, it moved. Crap. Hold on now. Whoa! I almost died. I almost lost my life for a review. This is the biggest field I could find right now. This right here goes 300 feet. So I'm gonna go 300 feet, drop my bag, mark it, come back, reel it up, bring it back. You guys get it. Let's do this. Alrighty. How we doing so far? 122 feet, 186 feet, 228 feet. How we sounding? Can you hear me? Back is turned to the camera. Can you guys hear me now? Am I cutting out? How we sounding? Good? Good. It's freezing. Here's 300 feet right next to this table. We'll leave the bag here and we'll reel it in. Don't fall, don't fall, don't fall. Now we're just gonna keep the camera here where somebody could steal it and keep it moving. Let's start going again. All right. Here's 400 feet, 516 feet and counting. Oh, if somebody takes my camera from this distance, they are gone. They could just casually walk away and I can't catch them. And 600 feet. This is the furthest distance test I've ever done on a pair of wireless microphones. This thing could still hear me at 600 feet. I am extremely impressed. All right, let's get back to the design. On the right side, there's a power button that can mute the mics by clicking it once, and a pair button which doubles as a shutter button for most smartphones and cameras like the DJI Action 4 and Pocket 3. On the back side, you have your typical wireless mic clip, but there's a little slot to run your lav mic cable through. And we have an extra strong magnet for when you don't have the option of clipping the transmitter somewhere. All right, now we have the new DJI Lav mic that's available for separate purchase. I think there might be like a little package deal going on. I don't know yet. I'm recording this before it's actually released. Now, one thing I really like about this microphone is it has a little click, 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 click directional clip. So no matter where you have to clip this thing on, you can rotate the microphone to face towards your mouth, which is really great. Definitely one of the better lav mic designs that I've seen yet. And I actually have been recommending this same design to everybody, every single wireless microphone manufacturer, and I mentioned it to DJI as well. This clip on the actual transmitter should also go click, 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 so you can clip it on anywhere and then still click it around and have the microphone facing in the direction of your mouth. There's a little loophole right here underneath the clip on the transmitter, and what that's made for is to bring this wire around and then tuck it in. If my fingers weren't frozen, we could do it. I know we can. I have a lot of confidence in myself right now. Boom. Tuck it in like so, and now it's looped, and you can't accidentally pull out the lavalier mic when it's hooked onto talent or priest or rabbi or bride or groom or whoever the hell you're miking up, they're not gonna accidentally pull this out. And at the same time, you don't have to go through the hassle of screwing on and off a lavalier mic when it's connected to your transmitter. Now for the receiver. The touch screen is very responsive. It's like swiping on a smartphone basically. Next to the screen, there's a new dial that makes things a lot easier and faster. Push it in once and you can control the gain of one or both transmitters. Click it again and you can control the gain of the receiver. If you swipe down on the screen, you'll have your settings. In the receiver settings, there's 2 new options in there from the Mic 1s. We now have camera presets available for Sony, Canon, Nikon, Panasonic, and Fuji cameras, and there's a lot of different models in there to choose from each company. And we also have a new setting in there for automatically turning your transmitter and receiver off when you shut down your camera, so you don't have to remember to do it manually. Now with the Mic 1, DJI decided not to go with wires to connect to a USB-C or a Lightning device. They went with adapters, which were really great. But on the Mic 1, you would have to remove the little shoe mount clip, then replace it with one of the adapters, and removing the shoe mount clip wasn't the best experience. And the adapter shifted around kind of easy, so if it wasn't fully pushed in, there wouldn't be a connection between the adapter and the receiver, and then a lot of times your smartphone footage wouldn't wind up having audio because it wasn't connected properly. But now, there's no more removable shoe mount. It's fixed to the bottom. And the spot where you slide in the USB-C or Lightning adapters is located on the back of the receiver now, which in my opinion is a much better placement. Another cool feature that we have with the DJI Mic 2s is that we can connect to something like the Osmo Action 4 wirelessly via Bluetooth. Now for the Action 4 and something like my iPhone 15 Pro Max, you would either have to connect with the receiver or via Bluetooth. But if you have yourself a Pocket 3, you actually have a built-in receiver inside of the Pocket 3 and it'll have a direct connection and you'll have the same exact audio quality. All right, now we have the same deal worked out with my iPhone 15 Pro Max. I am connected via Bluetooth with the DJI Mic 2. No receiver connected to my iPhone. This is all Bluetooth audio you're hearing, and we're using the Blackmagic app right now. Now, in order to connect to one of these devices via Bluetooth, I thought all you had to do was hit the pairing button and then wait till it blinked and then showed up in your Bluetooth settings and then connected it, and I was having some problems. You have to push down and hold the record button in until you see the light on the side turn solid blue. Once it turns solid blue, then you go over to the pair button, hold that down until that blue light starts blinking, and then it should pop up. Runny nose. Now let's connect the actual receiver and see what kind of difference we get with the audio quality. And we're gonna switch over to the normal stock camera app, because why not? All right, now we are connected with the actual receiver to the iPhone 15 Pro Max. How's the audio quality sound now? I'm sure it sounds perfect. And a cool feature is when you're connected with your receiver to your iPhone, you could just tap the little link button on here and it works as a shutter remote. So you could take pictures with it, you could stop and start your recording. Pretty cool. Now, a real quick look at the carrying case because it's very simple. There's a spot for the charging case, there's a spot for some cables, and there's a place to store your windshields. Speaking of windshields, I thought I was gonna have a problem when I first saw them, to be honest with you. The Mic 1s have a twist and lock design, but on the Mic 2, there's a little piece that plugs into the mic jacks, and then there's a rim that kind of fits around the whole top of it. Now, I definitely prefer the twist and lock from the Mic 1, but the new design is much more secure than I thought it would be, and it fits on there pretty tight, so I'm really not too worried about losing the windshields. The actual whole microphone fell out. Wind puff still attached. For battery life, each transmitter and receiver has 6 hours from a single charge and 18 hours from the charging case. All right, now I want to test out this noise canceling feature, so let's get a drone up here and we'll bring it close to us. All right, you guys can hear that. Now let's turn on the noise canceling, see what happens. 3, 2, 1. All right, noise canceling activated. This drone is right here and it is humming. How do I sound? Is it doing a good job of blocking this noise out? Yes, no? A little fan action here. It's a short fan. It's about waist height. Yeah? Can we hear it? Noise cancellation in 3, 2, 1. All right, how's my voice sound with the noise cancellation turned on? Typically with these wireless microphones that have these new noise removal features, Sometimes the voice can get a little bit tinny. It's not always that great. I haven't heard the results of the DJI Mic 2s yet, so you and I will be surprised together. Typically, I like to use DaVinci Resolve's background noise removal. It usually does a good job, especially if you dial in it right. All right, now let's actually compare it to DaVinci Resolve's noise cancellation. So let's turn off the noise cancellation here. All right, now you guys can hear the fan, and then we'll kick in DaVinci Resolve's background noise removal in 3, 2, 1. How's it doing? Does this sound any better? You guys let me know what you think. Now, if you're looking for a Rode Wireless Pro versus the new DJI Mic 2s, I decided to do that in a separate video. I think that needs a video of its own. Today is just a little review of these new microphones. Bottom line, I think they're pretty fantastic. So in a tech industry where there are an unlimited amount of wireless microphone systems, why should you go with the DJI Mic 2s? It's a good question, and the answer is 32-bit float, a simple, super simple menu system that makes it really quick and easy to get the settings set up and just get on with your video. You don't want to be bothered messing around with a microphone or any piece of camera gear. It takes away from the creative process. You just want to set your gear up and get it going. The touch screen is great, the dial is great, the menu system is fantastic. Like I said, 32-bit float is there. The distance is unbelievable. 600 feet, that is by far the furthest I've ever walked away from my camera during a microphone distance test, and it didn't drop out once. The charging case, the lock on the charging case, the adapters that slide right into the back, super polished compared to last year's version. Let me know down below what do you guys think of the new DJI Mic 2 set. Will you be upgrading? Drop a comment down below. Let me know what you think. Thank you, DJI, for sending over the new mics. Thank you guys for watching. Thumbs up, subscribe if you are not already, and I will see you guys next time. Salute!